Bun. În ce limbă vreți să vorbesc eu, copii? În românește? În românește? În engleză? Trilingual. My God. Good. Ok. All right. Bun. Mai sunt locuri și mai în spate, dacă vreți să mai găsiți. Bun. Astăzi o să învățăm despre ceva care ne afectează pe noi toți. Și este vorba despre timp. Timp, time, ok? What do you guys think this is? Ce este asta? Calendar. Și ce facem noi cu calendarul? What do we do? Zachary.
We see what days of the month it is.
Okay, we see what day of the month it is. Yes, very good. Ce zi of the month, of the week. All right. Câte luni are un an? Oh, come on. Câte luni are un an? Câte? Nu, luni. How many months? 12 months. Și câte zile sunt într-o lună? How many days are in a month? Joseph? 365 days are in a year. Correct. And how many days are in a month? 30 to 31. And sometimes is 28. February. You guys know which month has how many days? Let me teach you a little trick today, okay? That's right. You guys know this. You're smart. I learned this when I was 55. But you got your knuckles, right? You got your knuckles. And you start here. Now, the higher the knuckle, it's a 31-day month. When you go down between the knuckles, it's a 30-day month, except February, which has usually 28 days, right? So you go January, that's 31st, 31 days. February, 28 or 29. March, 31. April, May, June, July, 31. August, 31. September, October, November, December, 31. So that's how you always know how many days are in a month. But why do you think they divided the year in months? How come we have 12 months? Why not 14? Because, go ahead.
To make it easier to keep track of time?
That's right, make it easier. But you know what? There are 12 months because the moon spins around our earth 12 times in a year. And when the moon spins, the sun behind the earth, sometimes the earth casts a shadow on the moon, right? So you have the moon starting with a shadow on the right side. It looks like a D. When it looks like a D, the moon is lying because it's not decreasing, but it's increasing. În românește e mai ușor. Când luna arată ca un D, luna nu crește, nu descrește cu D, ci crește cu C, C. When the moon gets halfway shiny and then more and more of it is more shiny, and then the shadow of the moon becomes like a C, you know that the moon is decreasing. So the portion of the moon that's shining is decreasing. So you always know. The months are calculated. We have 12 months because the moon goes 12 times through this cycle of shadows and being light. So that's easy. Why do we have 365 days in a year? Go ahead. It takes 365 days for the earth to go from here around the sun and all the way down there. And it takes 365 days and 5 hours, 49 minutes and 12 seconds. By the second. Again, cum zicea brother Achim, it's so precise. Every year is 365 days, 5 hours, 49 minutes and 12 seconds. What do we do with those 5 hours, 49 minutes and 12 seconds? We add them, we put them together, and we make an extra day. And that's why you have a leap year. Every year, every 4 years, February has one more day, right? So why do we talk about all this stuff? Well, we learn to divide time into years, into months, into weeks, into hours, into minutes, into seconds, milliseconds, nanoseconds, picoseconds and whatever seconds you want to divide them in. Okay? But time is measured. And let me tell you one thing. Time is something that we do not have without any limits. Our time here on earth is limited. For some is 80 years. For some is 100, 120. For some is 12. For some is 5 years. For some is 1 day. Some people are born without life, and they don't even have a day of life. But our time on earth is limited. And what we do with our time, ce facem cu timpul nostru e foarte important. Pentru că timpul nostru pe pământ este limitat. Așa că un lucru care vreau să-l învățați în seara aceasta este, cum zice Biblia, Doamne, învață-ne să ne numărăm bine zilele ca să căpătăm o inimă înțeleaptă. Ce înseamnă asta? Asta înseamnă că we need to learn how to count our days, because we don't have an unlimited number of them. Count our days so we can recognize that one day, there will be a moment when our life here on earth will be complete. And then comes the judgment. And then comes the moment when God will either usher us in heaven, or God will either say, go to the other side in hell. So, learning to measure our time wisely helps us to relate ourselves to God, and helps us to understand that on this earth, we're just passerbys, and then one day, we have to stand before God. So whatever you do with your time, don't think that you have unlimited time, unlimited amounts of it. Use your time wisely. In school, use your time wisely. Folosiți-vă timpul cu înțelepciune acasă. Folosiți-vă timpul cu înțelepciune when you play, când vă jucați. Și folosiți-vă timpul cu înțelepciune ca să faceți lucruri care have eternal value. Because you can live 500 years, and if you do foolish things all these years, it's a waste. But you may live only 20 years. And if you invest that time in things that have eternal value, those 30 years are more important than the 500 years of somebody who might live 500 years. Yes? I want somebody to help me, and I'm gonna get Zachary to help me. I got the string here. Now, Zachary, hold this in your hand and hold one finger like this. Let that hand run smoothly and go all the way to the other end. So take the spool with you. Just go to the other end. That's right. Keep one finger like that, and then the other hand just make it a cradle so it goes. Yeah. Okay. All right. Keep one finger up and let the spool just sit in your hand. There you go. Yeah. Let that sit in your hand. Okay. Whatever. All right. Whatever you want to do. Good. You're doing a good job. Okay. Now, aici am un fir de ață. Do you guys see it? Frații din spate încă mai vedeți? Bun. Firul ăsta de ață. Du-te și mai încolo un pic. Da, go around the church. Just listen. Firul ăsta de ață. Uitați-vă bine la el. It's pretty long, right? Listen what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a little knot here. Vă știți să faceți nod? You can make a knot just like that. Back. Can you guys see that knot here? No, I can't either. Dar vreau să vă spun ceva. Imagine for a second that this is eternity. This is eternity. But eternity is not this short. It goes on and on and on. And you know what? Your life is this little knot which I made here. Viața voastră este nodul ăsta care eu l-am făcut aici. Și asta e eternitatea. Și eternitatea merge și merge și merge. Do you think that is a wise thing to mess up my whole eternity just to have fun here in this one nut? Do you think it's wise to follow Satan in this one little nut and lose eternity with God? It's a foolish decision. You know what? People look and they only see the nut. And they say, hey, I only have one life to live. N-am decât o viață să trăiesc. So I better enjoy it. I do whatever I want, whatever it pleases me. Because you know what? I don't know what's going to happen after life. Oamenii zic că, hey, am o viață, o singură viață, o trăiesc cum vreau, să mă bucur, să mă fericesc, aici să-mi fie bine, ce-o fi după aceea nu știu. And they choose not to follow God, and they lose the whole eternity that follows. And instead of being with God, they go in hell. Is this a wise decision to not follow God in that one little dot? You guys are not mathematicians yet. You will be. You'll be scientists, you'll be doctors, you'll be lawyers, you'll be great people. Most importantly, you'll be children of God. But let me tell you, the best business decision you can do and the best investment you can do with your time is to take this little dot and give it to God in its entirety. Give your life to Jesus Christ. And even if you'd be persecuted, even if you would have hardships, even if, chiar dacă în viața aceasta ați avea tot felul de greutăți și ați fi persecutați pentru că sunteți creștini, listen, there is so much more coming. It's worth living your life for Jesus and winning the eternity with Jesus. So, copii, dați inima voastră Domnului Iisus și remember, chiar even 80 years of life on this earth is just a tiny little dot on the axis of eternity. So don't mess up your eternity for a little dot. Give your life to Jesus Christ. He promises that whoever will give his life to me, Jesus Christ promises that whoever gives his life to him, he will take care of him for the whole eternity. And he will be in heaven with God forever and ever. Ce vreau să faci acum? Rupe ața aia, put it on the floor here. Ok, o lăsăm și pe scaun. Hai să o lăsăm aici până se termină serviciul, as a reminder for all of us. Okay? So guys, learn to use your time wisely and learn to follow God with all your heart. And when this life will be over, you will be in eternity with Jesus Christ, and that's wonderful. May God bless all of you, and may all of you be in heaven in that amazing choir in which we all are going to sing. Amen. God bless you. Let's go now back to our seats.